Oh, here we go. Excellent connection. Muted as promised. Good. Could I also pretty please? Ow. I'm gonna just open up my stream. Mute it. Maybe a chat pop out so that I can see what's going on. Thank you. And I have yet to install the OBS utility that allows me to change what the chat looks like on stream. Always on top. Good. Better let everybody who cares know that I'm live. Oops. Oh, who pinged me? Who pinged me on a server of all places? Oh. Yeah, no. All right. Nice watch to handline. Yeah, you have no idea. My watch is over on the charger right now, over that way. It's over on my desk elsewhere. Anyway, I made a new friend at the Stratosphere 2025. Last I went, and decided to draw her some birthday art. This is my cool gray 20%. I had to go to Blick and get some gray, some shades of gray for drawing possums. Give me a new window. Possum. Oh, you know, actually, I could go to E926.net. You guys can't see my screen, but that's okay. American possum. That's a good reference. Ah, it's not just me watching. All right. So let's see. So a darker, cool gray 50. Really? Warm gray 50? Not even close. I was about to say the same. Hello to both of you. Hello, Kari. She's not the possum. So glad I didn't fully color in the ears. Seems that possums have very dark ears. They're made of cooler grays. Almost brown. But the rims are pink. Who the fuck drew Dale Gribble? Somebody drew Dale as a possum from King of the Hill. Alright, so the toes. What is this? Top fans? Georgie, you're my top fan right now? Why is that so funny to me? Alright, there's your light peach. That doesn't match the pink that I gave you. I made this little caddy to hold all my Blick markers. I just 3D printed it a couple weeks ago, or about a month ago. So now I can just file through, and it holds them far enough apart that I can pinch each marker on their own. That's the cerulean blue again. Show me what that is. It this one? No. That's one I've not seen before. What if I layer this with my 50% warm gray? The mix of those two looks about right. Yeah. Where they overlap? Oh. You guys can't see because the lamp is blowing out that part of the paper. Oh, that's even worse. Huh. Well, if I take 50% warm gray and go over cerulean blue, light cerulean blue, what if I just images.google.com? American possum. So their faces are white. And so are their cheeks. Their ears are black. So it looks like... yeah, cool gray 70 for... I need the light. Oh boy. I don't care if it blows out the paper. I need the lamp. I need lamp. Probably in my own shot now. Gotta learn to draw from far away. Oh no. Whatever it's gonna be here. I'll get your head in a different picture. I'm covering my own light so much. I would love to be able to move my lamp to the other side of me. Let me move lamp. Getting some technical difficulty. Hold up. Graphical difficulties. Oh, no, come on. Let me in the dark for a second. I should note I just kind of went live. I didn't really set up my desk area very well prior to this. Oh, dear. Come here. Okay, there we go. And the cord is here. Back behind the monitor. And it's in the center, right? Yeah. Done and on. Much better. Now I won't be blocking my own light. Oh, shiza. There we go. Much better. Alright, now back to what I was doing. Possums seem to have light gray bodies with dark gray limbs. So what I'm guessing, what I'm going to do rather, is use my warm gray for warm gray 20 for that's where that goes, that's where that goes. Okay. Warm gray 20 for torso and inner features like inner thighs and so on. Or underarms. I think next time I need to go with the logical way of layering, because the nice thing about digital art is that you can layer ahead of time, but when you're drawing, I should probably feather that a bit more, make this look less like skin, make it look more like fur. That's great, everybody. I need that pink back. You ever do the thing with your... hold up. Let me scrunch this up here. I would love to see my chat, but the... There we go. Always on top. There it is. But then also I need to scrunch the screen to where that works. Awesome. You ever do the thing where your brain wants to press the undo button, but you're drawing traditionally? I've not gotten into the weeds that deep with digital art yet. It's happened to me once. It actually has happened to me once. I have indeed reached for a non-existent undo button one time. Jeez, that's pink. Good Lord. I drew these toes all wrong. I've done it many times, makes me laugh. Oh, no, it just frustrates the hell out of me. I'm just like, God damn it. How to? You're supposed to be a living tutorial. You know better than this. Yeah. That is one of those reasons I wanted to be better about. Okay, so that was a warm gray 20%. I think it was warm, wasn't it? That's cool gray. Awesome. That's cool gray 20. There's warm gray 50. Seems that possums turn out to be a cool gray. So cool gray 20, and here's warm gray 20. Then we got warm gray 70. There's cool gray 50. Is that cool? Cool. Cool gray 50, and then cool warm gray 50. That's light cerulean blue. That goes way over here. I'm just gonna put these over here. Cool. There's my cool 70. Cool 70 is what I used for the ears, I think. Yeah. That is going to be for the feetses. Actually, I'm going to do the lighter colors first. Cool gray 50. Coming up. Intruding upon more guarded areas like the inner thigh, and then the... There we go. And for a little bit of shading, we can really stroke it in dark. Don't think, just do. Stop second guessing so much. Right, yeah. Noticing so many opportunities for shading with this. marker. I'm liking how it feels. It's not a brush, it's not a pen, not a precision tip of any kind, but it's... Possum faces appear to be white, generally speaking. Where's my cool 70? There it is. Oh, come on. So now even if I take the cool 50 and brush into it, it should still get a good fade effect where it looks darker. That's not quite what happens. Okay, so you do have to start with the lighter stuff and then go dark. Lesson learned. Alright, so we can color all the way down this leg with this cool gray. I'll wait for it to dry before I do any... That's another thing I like about these alcohol markers. Alcohol markers, for whatever damn reason, for some reason, as you continue... as you continue stroking over the same line with the same color, it only gets so dark. They only get so saturated. Second, I need one of my tip pins. Yeah. Fucked it up. Okay, whatever. Alright, so the cool 70 now. Take this around each of the toes, as is. Good. So now, stroke into the lighter gray so that it looks there's a fade between the two colors. Okay, so root. Give it a nice root color there, and then stroke, 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 stroke out. I got really sloppy with the buttons there on her jeans, but also cardinal sin of jorts, haha. How about the cool 20? Cool gray, 20%. Even that gets really dark if you really go over it. But again, it only gets so dark. Kari, it's 2 days early? Oh, what? Oh, damn. My camera went off. It wasn't supposed to do that. Oh, I just saw cool 70. Whoops, yeah, whoops indeed. Big fat whoopsie poodles. Kari, it is 2 days early. But happy birthday. I'll be sure to scan this later. Let me try something as well. These little sparkles. Little winky sparkles. Ding. I'll be sure to scan and crop this later for you. Oh, damn, these bleed. Oh, nice. Oops. I did not realize these bled so badly. I mean, I'm glad I got multimedia paper. This stuff's really old, though. I've had this specific book since, like, literally since high school. Anyway. Time for... change of pace. I'll do your cats. You're so sweet. I have an idea in mind for a gift for you, but you have to find out in due time. Oh, damn. You're gonna make me wait like 3 freaking months. Actually, 2. Did you get a haircut? Yeah, I got a haircut yesterday. Here, I'll show you. Pull up the thing. My my bangs and the shag around my neck was just getting way out of control. So I finally got a haircut. I was just getting sick of sick of the mess and sick of having to use so much shampoo for. Looks good? Thank you. Thank you much. There's some really cool looking character designs. Because I'm a DeviantArt plebeian, I'm gonna try drawing my Sonic fan character in a few poses. I need to give him a proper reference sheet, so be as good a place to do that as any. I think it's time for for this dude. It's time. What does he draw? Like a bean. Couple of circles. Make your torso. Nope. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you for no longer looking like... Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was such a problem. Oh. Ow. I do want a clean shave at some point. Sorry? Don't be sorry. It was funny. It's not a problem? Yeah. I'll believe that some other time. Alright, so my guy has... Yeah, let's give him a floor. I think that's about the height of a floor. I was trying to make a joke at my own expense. Oh! Yeah, that's fine. Is that about how tall he is? Alright, let's do one arm down. I still visit DeviantArt from time to time. Yeah, I do. I don't want to, simply because, like, there's so much AI shit going on there right now. Practically grew up there. So did I. I grew up writing there. God, there was one bit of fiction I wrote that I just put way too little, way too much of myself and way too little effort into. You know, I guess, how do the eyes go? Something like these cat eyes. Nah, cheeks don't go up like that. I need to quit chicken scratching so much. The nose itself makes up a good portion of the mouth. Nope. Other side needs to match symmetrically, please. Thank you. His eye's not big enough. Huh. Trying to get the mouth shape down somewhat right. Okay. Eyes go. Oh, I see what I did. Tips of his ears out like yay. Somehow symmetrical. Hooray. Corners of his eyes way out here. There we go. That's better. Not by much, but it's better. Fuck's sake. Being an adult means I can do what I want, and as long as my bills are paid, you can't stop me. I do need a lot of water today. Okay. So from the corner of the mouth. Looks about right, actually. Okay. And you just undo just the whole thing where the ears join the head together, huh? Whoops. No fellow wears not combat boots, they're like work boots. We're gonna have a toe here. I'm gonna turn one of his feet out so you can see the foot from the side. We got his ankle, knee, leg. And his heel would be here. It's not even close to the right size for a foot. Especially for a fucking Sonic character. Let's see. His ankle would be behind his toes. That makes sense. palm open. That's his wrist. So palm open, palm, 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 thumb. Thumb comes from the palm. And then Sonic characters do kind of be having 4 fingers though. Huh. Alright, 1. Fan of 4 fingers. And of course the hand from the side. We have the thumb portion of the palm, the finger portion of the palm, or the edge hand of the palm, like so. And then the roots of the fingers go here, and then the fingers, I'm not gonna have him ball a fist, but I am gonna have a thumb coming out like this. I guess that just extends straight with the wrist, and the fingers open up. Ah, the wrist from the side. Well, no, at a relaxed pose, that was right. I had that right. Palm, first segment of the thumb, but it just kind of continues straight. And the fingers go straight with, yeah, and at their proportions, they can basically touch their knees without a problem. Yeah, their hands hang low. That's what kept tripping me up all these years. Alright. This guy's got like collared boots. Fella basically wears metal socks. I say that, not really. Fries be killing me. I know I gave him shorts. These black fireproof shorts. Those toe caps. These boots are OSHA approved. That length. Maybe that belongs over here. That's better. I know I gave him some chest floof, because he's a tiger. He's a strong fella. Should be, if he can chew molten steel like bubblegum. That fluff. Give it to him all the way down. All the way down his body. Rotate your canvas. Those aren't actually his pupils. He's not angry. Most neutral glances from him usually are pretty nonplussed. He just kinda doesn't notice. I just see this one. What's this base here? No, you know what? I think I'm gonna leave him with these, like, constant browed up eyes. I'm gonna curve this one more, though. That's, yeah, there we go. Give you something to follow. Fucking onion mime. Speed comes with practice. Gotta be patient. Structure's looking really good. Thank you. Looks like the camera's still running and the timer's not going. Fuck yeah. We got time. Let me at least draw in his pupil so it doesn't look so dead-eyed. No, he's derping. Hey, derping. Oh, Lord, hey, derping. Like so, perhaps? Man, he's still derping. He's still herpa-derping. Like I said, he's generally nonplussed to see pretty much anybody. Yeah. Whoops. Wall of his ear a little too thin there and made the line way too dark. We got his tail. Yeah. Oh. Try it again. Try it again. That's better. Let's see. Got a ball at the end. And give us some structure lines for his tail for me to follow later. Oops. It's a little long for his tail, actually. I think I'm going to stop the tail about here. His tail should just barely dust his heels when it's relaxed. So that would be... actually be more like here. I'll definitely be filling this out like a character sheet later. That's such a blank fucking forehead. Did I make his eyes too small? I may have. Oh well, I'll try again on another drawing. Get the cuffs of his gloves here. He wears like safety gloves pretty much all the time. That are like motorcycle gloves. Oh, for fuck, really? Love that. It's an easy little flick away. But it's still annoying that I have to. Forget how you do like between fingers. Especially if you got like open hands for a reference. Bah. Christ. Either way, that's way too narrow. We're talking like that's more like it. His middle finger. There's a fine line, no pun intended, between fingers being too thick and too narrow. And I am skirting that line like I'm looking for an exit in California. Yeah, Bakari, to explain, structure is something I've almost never struggled with. For me, my biggest problem, especially right now, is all about line control and just the actual, like, just the actual trappings of drawing. Only visited California for the first time ever a few months back. You mentioned. I think we talked about that. Ah, that was it. Ow. Oh, my neck. Oy. I guess this would actually be... His arm, when lifted, would actually fade into his torso like that. But when his arm's down at his side, his torso would be more pronounced. There we go. Whoops. How did I draw his boots last time? That and Curry, all of this is very slow, deliberate, and not very well planned out. I want this to be quicker and more intuitive, more natural. And as anything, you get faster with practice. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. Why am I hungry? I ate. I ate at the bar before I went to the art shop. But yeah, I can build a drawing. That's not a problem. Putting together an illustration by building it out of a bunch of pieces and making sure those pieces stay the way they're supposed to stay while I'm drawing, that's no problem. But doing what these people do where they just and line here, line here, line here, line here, and they just end up with a finished drawing, I'm just like, fucking how? Practice? It's gotta be practice. It's like he's looking a bit to his right. Out of the paper, he's looking in like this direct. He's looking at y'all. Actually, what's nice is that if I don't put too deep of grooves into the paper, I can correct that during the line art phase, which I'm going to do after colors, by the way. Yeah, even draw the things you can't see. Draw the things you can't see. Like other fingers. Layer the lines. I can see why doing a comic is so much work. I still want to do it. I still absolutely want to do it. But I'm starting to understand, like, it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be worth it. Okay. Sorry, a little fuzzy was there trying to want the knuckles on his glove to be open and fingers. What a mess. Can I mark out like what his arm would have been? Mark. And do it in reverse. One of his arms is a little longer than the other, but that's not that big a deal. Well, they don't have kneecaps, do they? Not when their legs are straight. Aye. Let's see. How next? I think we're about the stage I'm ready to start coloring. Let's choose a palette. Test corner. That is way too saturated. Camel. Even more so. Try to pick a color for his chest fluff. I don't want it to be white, but I think I may have to settle for that for now. Or settle for that, yeah, for now. Orange, yeah, he bright orange. Orang. That's cool gray. That's not what I was looking for. Ah, pink. Yeah, he got a pink nose, but I'm not going to use pink. Like this hot pink. Light peach. How's this one? Not pink enough. Flamingo pink? That's about right. Pink nose and insides of his ears can probably be that sand color. Ah, it dries lighter. Okay. This is way too stout a color. Start looking into lighter stuff. Alright. Face down, sand. Or I could use the blender. I have a warm black. Don't I have a warm gray 70%? Yeah, right here. Is this what I want his shorts to be? Yeah. His boots are something else. Let me flesh in some detail here. I know the tongue of his boots is like... Now, first of all, the toe cap is going to look like it's almost straight on. And it's going to be steel, so that's a cool gray 50, I'm guessing. Yeah, cool gray 50. No. That's gonna be a cool gray 20. Yeah. Surprisingly light color. Oh, you know what I just realized? I can't keep doing this because I have to ink first and then erase the pencil marks. So, it's time for outlining. Huh. Ow. Is that marine? Oh, it's a base. Okay, that's fine. No, get off that. Actually, no. Show me that again. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's go ahead and close that tab. Good start. Yeah. Okay. Cut the fingers of the gloves off here. Alright. Cut off the thumb of the glove too. Because we can do that. Alright. Yeah. That's workable. There we go. There we go. Got the fingers layered right now. Alright, time to start inking. Let's start with... That's 0.45, that's 0.2, that's 0.35. 0.45, 0.35, 0.2, 0.8, 0.5. Huh. I was always under the impression that they were the millimeter sizes, but they're literally just an arbitrary size. Brush is not getting used. Let's use the 1 millimeter to ink in. Yeah, this is a felt tip too. Alright, so literally just going around the outline right now. What I've understood about drawing characters is that the time now for creative decision making is over. At least for how you want the character to be shaped. That's the idea, anyway. Nope, made a mistake. We gotta roll with it. Struggling here. Actually, that doesn't matter right now. Does matter. What does matter is getting this shape I want on what I hope is the first try. Sorry, the stream got a little boring. You got this? Yeah, no, I'm on the way. I'm getting it figured out. I'm just apprehensive. That is probably my smoothest line in this entire illustration. Going up his arm. And now, to bring it all full circle and establish the silhouette. Ear. And ear. Now, oh wait, there's some negative space in here. Nice. I may have a winner. Especially did good on the hands. Those will forever be my worst nightmare to draw. I still have trouble with paws sometimes, but they're much easier at least. Yeah, Kari, I think we see things on a fundamental level very differently. Yeah, 1 millimeter. Now I'm going down to 0.45. So half that. Going down to half that for all of the infiltrating features. Like the cuffs of his pants, his leg itself. There we go. Cuffs of his boots. There. His toe caps. These will be a separate feature entirely. And heel cap. Honestly, I'm not too proud of these hands. The cuffs of his gloves I'll round out with this pen, but the details of the cuffs I'm going to leave up to the thinner pens. Oops. Pulled it too early. There we go. And the band of his shorts here. Oops. Outlines of his pockets themselves. Huh. The different line weights are actually being expressed. Oh, I have to stand up here in a minute. Oh, it is 10:30. Oh, I didn't realize I'd been at this so long. I don't know how the hell I'm going to stream drawing traditional art because I keep on leaning down, having my face only 3 inches away from the paper. I'm kind of surprised I haven't been. I fully expected that I was going to be, but honestly, I'm very pleased with myself here. Yeah, here we go. Damn. Okay, so putting ink over color isn't out of the question. But erasing pencil was the issue. Because once you color over pencil, you can't erase it. That's more of a detail. This, the way his armpit works, is an infiltrating feature. The way his chest stacks. I think the fur detail I'm gonna leave to the finer pencils, the finer pens. There we go. I know his left hand is way too big. His left hand is way, way, way too big. Could have done a lot worse, though. Oh. There we go. Let's round out his nose. Whoops. Oh, cocked that up massively. Alright, let's get the shape of his eyes. And yeah. Oh yeah. Of course his chin deserves to be a detail. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna leave his eyes open. You're doing great. I need to go to bed. Yeah, you go ahead and go to bed, Georgie. I didn't see your message, but... Oh, why the hell? Oh. What is... Oh, that's the lamp. That is lamp. How's my watch? Oh, it's full. Great. So now I can put my watch back on. So I can keep track of the time I'm losing by drawing so much. I have to make some food before I go to bed. Or just wait till breakfast. That's also an option. I think that's all the features I can do. Oh, well, no, that's true. I could do this. There we go. Now let's switch to a finer pen. Let's go with the 03. That is a 0.35, or go all the way down to a 0.2 and just do the finer details. I'm gonna do the 0.2 and do the finer details. Oops. Okay. Oh. I'm wandering into my own frame here. Is that in focus? I don't think that's in focus. Oh dang, that focus is really sensitive. Jesus. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go ahead. First of all, a little bit of highlighting going on. The Sugoi anime eye highlights. Which I forgot on this eye. Oops. Maybe if I just make one, nobody will notice. That's a good start. This is my chance to control mouth shape. Although every one of these bases is schmoiling. Ah, I see. That's not a bad... Fuck it! I ate that up! Looks like his left cheek got stung by a bee. Alright. Oh. Damn. Okay. I always do that. I always get them out of balance. The tufts of fur on his chest. In either case... Oh. Got out of control right away. Ah, come on. What is it they say when you try to run before you can walk? Your reach exceeds your grasp. Oh. No, I was supposed to do some finer details on the hands with that really fine pen. And there was the cut-offs of all of his fingers of the gloves. Welcome to salad fingers. And there was, of course, the obligatory staggered wrinkle and all the glove cuffs. I like drawing those. Yeah, so if I do this and a mark I haven't placed yet disappears, it's not a disaster, but I'll know. Like, I will know exactly what happened. Oh yeah, gloves. Finger. And then cut off that one, and cut off that one. Okay. Cool. I forget what the hell was so magical about plastic erasers. I think they're just like really good. They also don't make a whole lot of material. I remember salad fingers. I never saw that, honestly. I never did see salad fingers. I mean, not on my own. I had friends who thought it was like the funniest thing ever. And somebody showed, I think it was my boss actually, that showed me what it actually was way back when, because he remembered it. Because he's only like 5 or so years older than me. He's got a couple of kids, 3 I think, 3 kids. I don't know. No, it wasn't him. It wasn't my boss. That would have been way too funny. Okay, so what was it? Cool Gray 50 was the toe caps? Nope, it was Cool Gray 20. Here we go. Cool Gray 20%. Let's fill in all the steel details here. We'll leave a light spot for the shine on the metal. Yeah, now that all the pencil marks are gone, it's way easier to... I probably should have used some outline to actually explicitly show the highlights, but I think I'll be fine. Yeah, you're supposed to do the dark stuff first. I think that's all the metal on him. Jesus. Warm black. It's this one, yeah? Yep. Alright, so that's how we'll do his stripes. What is it? Your inside of your wrist and on the inside of your bicep. That's where your... Ow. Oh, God. My chest got all tight. I know his ears are tipped black. It's this warm black that hopefully you can see the outline through. You can! At least in person. I don't know how it's coming through on camera. going a little outside the line there. Yeah. One reason out of many not to use micron pens to color in anything. Even shadows, as it turns out. And I'm not referring to the hedgehog. Actually, I am going to go ahead and color in his pupils with it. Let's use the brush one. I don't get to use this one very often. Cool. What was it? True Blue was the one I picked for his eyes. Yeah, I think that's it. Or was it that ultramarine? Which blue was it? Jesus. That ultramarine is serious, and that is not the color I'm after. I'm after. Oh, crap. There. But yeah, using this warm black for his stripes actually makes sense. There, so that's like the inside of his thigh. I used to use micron pens all the time back in the day. Been a while. It's unfortunate. These are really good. These Pigma microns. These are really good. Ow. Ow. There we go. Okay, so let me get a stripe over his shoulder. Ah. Like one down here, but like not really. Stripes on his arms are gonna be like missing the part between his arm and his side. So it'll be like, they'll all be like this. It's got to be the warm gray 70%. That's got to be good for his gloves, I imagine. Yeah, those would be great for his gloves. Smoky gray. then again with his thighs, his legs, it's more like stripe inwards and then out like that. And then I'm gonna have a stripe in because we're looking at his inner calf right here. Somebody's car alarm's going off again. That's gonna end up being a Boy Who Cried Wolf scenario, I swear. But then, of course, the stripes go all the way across here. Because they're coming from the outside. Well, damn, that didn't work. Get some little nick stripes here on his sides. You could tell this is where they would end, but they go all across his back. There we go. And then a couple on his head. I imagine we'll have like a... Oh, do you know what? There was some parts of his cheek tufts that they're supposed to fade into his head. Like so. Canonically, he's an iron worker, so he's a scraggly fella. There we go. Bunch of split ends and other garbage on his head. Then let's get the one stripe across his head. And then second stripe across his brow. And then a third one right about here. Okay. Now for the gloves. Oi! My hip is really getting stiff now. I gotta stand up. I gotta stand up. Oh. Oh man, shut your fuck. Oh man, shut your entire fuck. Okay, got the thing, Oh yeah. Okay. For those boots, let me see about the cognac color I have. That's good, but not quite. Umber? That's much better. Yeah, that works well. Oops. Yeah, the heel control on that brush end of these markers is not that great. If you want any kind of precision out of them. Otherwise, they're amazing. The saturation is incredible. You have his boots. Let's see, it's warm gray. That was what I was going to use for his gloves and his shorts, I think. Yeah, it's about the best thing for it. That sucks. Oh, you know what else? I should color his belt with that dark umber. There we go. Yeah, these markers, these alcohol markers, the solvent they use for the ink does not affect the micron pen at all. Like maybe a little, but it's so little that it almost just doesn't matter. Just realized I didn't put the cutout in his thumb for his glove, for his right hand. There. Call that where it is. And it's totally not because it was at the limit of where the color ended up on those pen strokes. That was absolutely 110% on purpose, right just then and there, of course. I don't want the stream to end, but I care about your sleep, so keep in mind the time. Yes, thank you. But I am literally almost done. The orange part of this will take the longest, but it will be the easiest. I might do some color tweaks tomorrow with the blender, and that's when I'll probably do some highlights, but I don't want to focus that too hard. I do want to post this a few places before I go to bed, because I know of some people who will appreciate it a lot. Okay, and the tongues of his boots is one area that I forgot. What do I do? Tan? No. Oh, you know what else? There was some metal. There's some metal I didn't color yet. That is warm gray. I need cool gray 20%. Cool gray 20%. Awesome. These bands around his ankles are steel, so they need to be colored in gray. Yeah, screw the highlights. I'll do those with the blender pen later. Finally, come to the highfalutin detail here. Orange. Boy, oh boy, that's a tight squeeze. We're almost there. Alright, now the knuckle here. Let's grow Sonic the Hedgehog's sausage fingers. Okay. Around his eyes. Damn, that was a good pen stroke. Damn it. Yeah, be it known you're supposed to do the light stuff first, and deliberately have the darker things intrude upon them. Ah, hell, his stripes are bleeding. Fuck. Yep, this is why. This is why you start with the lights and work into the darks. Also, this is definitely bleeding through. I can feel it. I can feel it sticking to the backside of the paper. But we're almost done. Hell yeah. I'm looking at this on camera. It's actually not that bad. Dude. That's... Oh, hell, that's really good, actually. Oh. What happened here? Later. Some other time. Oh, wait, probably keep the phone off stream. Oh. Yeah, time to go to bed. But for real, this has been rewarding. And I can see how. And I can see why. Like, I can see why y'all do this. This has been fun. I'll be back at it tomorrow, probably. I hope. I really want to. But I do have to get to bed so that I can get up early enough that I can get a head start at work tomorrow. So, to Kari and Georgie, thank you both for tuning in. But it is time to call it a night. Yes. Good night, everybody.